It's 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Police and emergency services are working to clear a serious accident at Cameron Park. A truck and two cars have collided on the Newcastle Link Road at Woodford Street, blocking one eastbound lane. Inspector Dean Olsen from Waratah Police says two people have been taken to hospital and drivers should avoid the area if possible.
I've got two people injured as a result of the accident, and from the cars, from separate vehicles, they're being taken to hospital. Police are currently directing traffic around the accident scene at the moment in preparation for trying to remove the vehicles from the roadway to get traffic flow back to normal.
Newcastle City Council has had its say on a push to privatise the city's public transport system. Labor and Greens councillors joined forces last night to oppose the government's plans and ensure the city's trains, buses, ferries and future light rail remain in public hands. They also called for any Hunter Transport Authority to be based locally. Port Stephens police are worried about the high number of people who are getting behind the wheel after taking drugs. It follows a music festival in the Barrington Tops last weekend where, out of the first 6 cars to be stopped, 5 drivers returned a positive reading. A 24-year-old Victorian man will face court next month accused of trafficking drugs at the festival. Joanne Elliott from Police Headquarters says a 22-year-old man was also arrested.
When he was searched, 15 MDMA capsules, LSD, liquid ecstasy and cash were allegedly found on that man. He was arrested. He's been charged with drug supply charges, possession charges and dealing with proceeds of crime. He was granted conditional bail. He'll be in Raymond Terrace Local Court on January the 14th.
Port Stephens Council is pushing ahead with a new sports complex at Medowie. The $3.8 million complex is planned for a site on Ferradale Road and will feature a community hall, bowling greens and a car park. It won't include a liquor licence or poker machines. The Upper Hunter branch of the State Emergency Service has issued a desperate call for volunteers, with the unit recording a slump in numbers in recent years. It comes amid concern people are becoming complacent about the risk of floods and other natural disasters. Sue Pritchard from the SES is urging residents to help out.
There's really a job for everyone in the SES. We have volunteers from age 16 up to 94, so we're looking for people that are committed to working as part of a team and are keen to help. So you don't have to be able to jump on roofs, but it's good to have people that can do that sort of thing. We have people that are good at logistical stuff.
A loose battery connection is being blamed for the new Ford Everest bursting into flames on a test drive at Dudley last week. The car maker says the problem was unique to the SUV being driven by the Daily Telegraph's motoring writer, and there's no need to issue a recall for the model or Ranger utilities made on the same production line. And briefly, a Port Stephens businessman has pleaded guilty to indecently assaulting his 13-year-old stepdaughter and flashing a 6-year-old girl and her mother. And the Greens are welcoming the state government's backflip on a decision to close Martins Creek Public School.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club.
A Qatari club could be looking to nab Jet swinger David Carney as he goes off contract next month. The 32-year-old will be in hot demand as one of Newcastle's standout players for this season, but coach Scott Miller is unlikely to let him go without a fight. It's a far cry from last season when Carney was asked to leave by former owner Nathan Tinkler. Hamilton coach Michael Bolch is hoping forward Daniel Bird will be the edge they need for the premiership. The 24-year-old signed with the side this week after 5 years with Charlestown. Bird says after a less than perfect year, he's looking for a bit of a change. And Newcastle's Katie Ebzery has the Olympics in her sights. She was one of 12 Aussie netballers selected for the Rio Test event on January 15. It's a fantastic end to the year for Ebzery, who made her debut for the Opals with impressive wins against New Zealand back in August. That's sport. I'm Jacinta Lee.
2 NURFM News Time 26 to 8.